So was just saying to the girls that are here live that we will, we've got a lot of content to get through. I've tried to limit it down, and I'm going to rush through some stuff that I don't feel is applicable to everybody all the time. I'm just going to mute you girls quickly, and we will get started with the presentation. So thank you so much for joining us live. Really appreciate that. Let us, so, ooh, hold on, wait, why? It's not giving me the portion of the screen. Okay, great. All right, now what can we, there we go, and we'll pop that one up there. Okay, so can you see that screen okay now, guys? Yep, give me some nods. Excellent. So I will do that screen share there. You can see me in the corner, so I can talk to you from there. And this week we are very, so much, like I said, so much in this topic. So we will get going. Question: why are people around us so sick? So obviously diet and medications has a massive amount to do with our toxic load and lack of absorbing nutrition. So second question, do you think we get what we need for good health from our food? So there's a lot of discussion around the way that we grow food now, that we don't get the same level of nutrients out of food that we just used to. We don't have the same sort of quality of soil, the way that things are farmed and produced, and we just aren't getting the high density nutrients that we used to in real foods. This is why so many people use organic food as much as possible, obviously eating lots of plants, as many plants as you can makes a big difference. But you want to look at some of the things, even just buying a packet of chips for your kids, the stuff that is in there from a flavoring and chemical perspective that honestly, it just wasn't even legal when I was a kid. So being aware of what's in our food is going to make a big difference. Now, I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not going to go so much into the food side of things. I think the general rule is eating more plants, increasing hydration, and decreasing our sugar intake for one, and our dense carbohydrates is another point. So nutrition is foundational. It allows your body to function optimally. It increases mental clarity. And once I get through this presentation, there's a whole chunk of this on the Long Life Vitality range, because for me, that is number one, being the game changer. And I've popped in a video so that you're not just hearing from me, you're hearing some other testimonies from some other people as well. That is what keeps coming up. It was a game changer. So using essential oils is wonderful. Obviously, really good to use oils, but when you are using a nutritional supplement at this high level, you will notice that your skin is better, your sleep is better, your energy is definitely increased. So the whole support from your cellular function makes a big difference. So cardiovascular health and proper inflammatory responses. So reducing inflammation, people ask me what I do, and that's stock standard answer. I reduce inflammation for people of your mind and of your body. So this is why I'm so passionate about this particular product. So let's roll this. I hope you can see this video okay, and I should be able to talk over her a little bit too. Let me know if you can't. It's just a quick couple of minutes. Oh, sorry. Whoopsie, my bad. Was the Zoom pass there?
How do you have so much energy? How do you manage to do it all? You wouldn't believe how often I get asked these questions. Between being a mother, running a household, and owning a business, it seems like self-care would be the last thing I have time to think about. Instead, I make it my priority. When it comes to my well-being, it all starts here, What you eat has a huge effect on how your body and mind feels. But even when we tick all the right boxes, most modern diets still lack some key nutrients and vitamins that our bodies need to perform at 100%. And that's why I could never go one day without a little extra called LLV. Packed with powerful vitality-promoting benefits, the Lifelong Vitality Pack was a game changer for me and my family. LLV supplies the body with 3 key supplements. Alpha CRS Plus combines potent levels of natural botanical extracts. Microplex VNZ is a food nutrient formula of vitamins and minerals. And Z Omega is a revolutionary formula that blends CPTG essential oils with carotenoids and omega-3. By taking a holistic approach to wellness, I'm not just making sure that I'm well, but that I have enough energy, time, and capacity to take care of my family and make sure every moment is as special as it deserves to be. Building a business was daunting at the beginning. There were fears, doubts, and uncertainty, but there is nothing more empowering than doing what you love every day. Nature is a source of inspiration. Embrace what it has to offer. Moments of serenity, of total disconnect, where you can just be you, are essential. Invest in natural methods that help promote a repairing night of sleep. This is where the cycle ends and begins again. Self-care isn't just another day, it's my everyday.
So did you hear that? The importance of having this extra supplement in there so that you're getting all of those polyphenols, all of the extra bits, and I'm going to break that down a little bit for you. In the next couple of slides, I've got some images that are going to spell that out for us, but that we also get great rest. So that's super important to be able to restore your body and get sleep better sleep, so your body has that chance to restore itself overnight. So this Lifelong Vitality supplement range, it's recommended to take all 3 supplements. So it comes obviously the Alpha CRX complex, which is our cellular energy. This is the major game changer. This is your food nutrient complex, so that comes packed full of all the extra nutrients. Next slide, I'm going to spell it out for you. Actually, let me click there now while I'm doing this. So this is the food nutrients complex. So this is your microplex there. So this is all of your vitamins. You can see A, C, E, B vitamins. It also includes everything from kale, kelp, Brussels sprouts, spinach, all of your extra greens in there. It has calcium, magnesium, selenium, copper, and all of those other healthy minerals that you need in there. And your CRS complex has also got the tummy tamer blend in it as well. So more of a cellular support. Food nutrients, so all the nutrients that we should be getting from food that we're not. And this, of course, is like your fish oil, so your essential omega complex. So your omega-3, 6s, and 9s are all packed into this. So what your omega levels do, you will predominantly see a difference in your alertness. It's really amazing for fatigue muscles, enhanced learnings. It's like lubricating your brain. So this is a massive thing that I put omegas. We have the kids range. I'm not doing any chatting about the kids stuff at the moment. We'll cross that when we do oils for every age. But having an omegas, increasing that for children with ADHD particularly, makes a huge difference. It's like lubricating your brain, like I said. So you can see, again, I've broken this down from another graphic. The thing about the CRS complex is the coenzymes and that Q10. And that's what, so it's also got all the turmeric stuff in it. So your coumarones and turmerones and your pomegranate is in there too. The megas, again, that's just a bit more of the science behind it. So you can also get this if you are vegan. There is a vegan version. So that's V, XO mega, instead of the X that you can see there. So flaxseed, cranberry, pomegranate seed, again, and those essential oils. So this is why this range is completely unique to anything else that you will find in the world, because we have obviously the best essential oils in the world are in this as well. So you are taking them internally in this instance. So the prices, if you can read that slide, the prices that you're seeing on that are the US prices. So for us, I think it's $111 for the Alpha CRS. The Mega is about $85, and the Microplex is $75, I think. But don't let that phase you. I'm going to tell you how you can get it completely affordable. No point in talking about things that you're not going to take. So gut health. Now this is such an important thing. I was chatting with somebody yesterday who's had a lot of gut health issues. So Terrazyme, that is a coenzyme. That's a digestive enzyme, which is extra on top of what your probiotic is. So the importance of using a probiotic is obviously we need that bacteria. We need good bacteria and we need the good bacteria, not the bad bacteria in our gut. So when you've got a healthy gut, everything comes from that. So again, you'll hear me talking a lot in the emotional stuff about what you are doing from a gut health perspective, because that is foundational. Your gut is your second brain. The way that we are supporting ourselves nutritionally and what we're using makes a difference there. So a daily probiotic is highly researched into the importance of doing that. So what damages our gut? Unhealthy diet, using antibiotics, not moving your body enough, not sleeping well, and stress. That's why I've had a number of people with autoimmune stuff and underlying conditions because of the stress that we're seeing increasing in our society at the moment. We are seeing a lot more health issues manifesting because increase of stress, dropping your immune system, and a large part of your immune system, like 80%, is produced in your gut. So that's why gut health is so foundational from those points of view. Copaiba. Now I've thrown this slide in here because Copaiba or Copaiba, these soft gels, so these are available in Australia now, which is really exciting. If you've been around for 5 minutes, you will know how much I am a massive fan of this powerful antioxidant for its support of the nervous system. So this is nervous system in terms of, like, I had nerve damage from a surgery and now I take this every day instead of the medications that I was on previous to. This is the safer option, making a massive difference this way, and being able to great to use a natural product that's plant-based instead of the synthetic pharmaceutical option, which has a number of side effects. So I'm trying to be compliant because there's people that want to watch the session back. So I have to be careful the things that I'm saying about medications and drugs and things. That's why I paused there for a moment. But also not just from your physical nervous system where you're experiencing pain, but from your emotional nervous system. So for anyone who has anxiety, panic attacks, that nervous energy, this is a great calmer of all of that. So anxious feelings, soothing them down as well. DDR Prime, these soft gels, and now I was just trying to find another bit more information, but honestly there's so much in this that just so you're aware, this is a tip of the iceberg. So these are the oils that are included in this. So you're looking predominantly at preventing DNA damage with your thyme, frankincense, and lemongrass. So again, anti-inflammatory stuff, healthy apoptosis, so lemongrass, clove, and natuli is in there as well, and oxidative stress. So it's got wild orange as well as summer savory. Now summer savory, you will know, is our product of the month this month, which is pretty exciting that we can, first time ever, been able to get that in a 5 ml bottle. So that is in the similar family to what oregano is. So you want to think about it that way. Now I wanted to run through these essential oils here. Sorry, these supplements here that are currently only available in the US, but I often have people say to me, they've had accounts for a long time and they're like, well, I'm buying this from elsewhere and I'm buying this from elsewhere. I'm like, you know that you can get that from doTERRA, and they're obviously so excited to find that out. So you can use your points to be able to order from the US as well. So that's a great way of getting around the exchange rate. Or at any stage, you can jump onto your shop tab and you can just click US instead of Australia, and that'll flip your entire site. And we have access to these excellent supplements. So the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex And a tip on that to keep it really affordable is actually to get your long life vitality, and then you can add in these things at like $24 US, the deep blue I get, instead of paying $75 for it, which obviously is a huge difference. So the polyphenol complex is predominantly for pain. Oh, actually, I'm gonna break that down. So adaptive is the calming all of the GABA. So this is the internal capsule that we can take. We have it in the neat essential oil and also the touch roller. The turmeric capsules, so we use that as a major hitter for reducing inflammation. And I didn't grab mine with me, but it's a beautiful capsule that's got a patented design. So you've got the essential oil of turmeric, so your coumarones, and also your powder in there as well. So I was at the markets this morning and I saw somebody with the powder with the black pepper, and the way that so this is a far superior supplement to what you're going to be able to pick up anywhere else. Serenity capsules, so that's for calming, for sleep. The phytoestrogen, the Mitomax, so that's an extra one for energy, so you can take that on top of your long life vitality. Zendocrine, so that's a detoxing one, and the yarrow pom. So just to break those down a little bit further, the deep blue, so we talked about that for reducing, supporting muscular and joint discomfort, and we use that for pain. So you can take that as needed. It doesn't need to be a daily supplement. I definitely grab those on my, higher pain days. Adaptive, so this is part of our mental health range, obviously. You also can get the app for this and document the changes that you can see in your body pre and post, or on the days that you're using adaptive, and track your results. So supporting mood, relaxation, these are definitely going in my mouth with a few extra things going on at the moment. Turmeric, so like I mentioned, this is reducing inflammation and fighting free radicals, protecting your body from oxidative damage. So it has both the turmeric essential oil, so your coumarones, as well as a convenient delivery system. Okay, so it's going to be absorbed quite differently into your gut when it's in the capsule like that. I should have grabbed one, sorry. Serenity capsules, so Serenity, lavender peace, that's the same blend. You cannot take lavender peace internally. If you want a sleeping capsule, then this is the place to go. So I certainly got onto using this early in my doTERRA journey, because I had such a massive issue with sleep after being a shift worker for more than a decade. I had no circadian rhythm, so I was never really fully awake, and I was never really fully asleep either. So this relieves the occasional sleepiness, is the way that they put it. It promotes healthy relaxation. So I know people that have panic attacks that take this regularly throughout the day, but I definitely use it pre-bed and helping with getting a refreshing sleep. So phytoestrogens and bone nutrients. So this is more of your woman's health stuff. So flaxseed extract. This is for bone, heart, breast tissue. So this is part of the woman's range. So we have a whole lot of supplements just for women. These are two of those. Mitomax, I mentioned earlier, is a major hitter for energy. So if you're feeling like you're taking a full dose of your long life vitality and you're not getting enough energy, this is the next step from that. Zendocrine is a detoxer. So this you can do in our cleanse program, or if you're having issues with your filtering functions, obviously the liver is our major organ that does that, kidneys, colon, lungs, skin, supporting you detoxing. Yarrow pom, so this is a beauty complex. So this is predominantly working from a hormonal perspective. So it brightens complexion, it's a powerful antioxidant support, use healthy metabolic function, but you will notice the difference in your skin, and I've heard a lot of people increase their libido and make a big difference from a hormonal point of view. So we know yarrow pom, we use that in a serum or in the neat essential oil. This is the complex capsule that goes along with that range as well, which I have been taking and saw a big change in my hormones, actually stabilized menstrual cycles as well. So here's an example of what you might be using. A couple of turmeric and PB Assist first thing in the morning, and then you want to have your long life vitality range with food. So you need to be having that with food. So I prefer to take my lifelong vitality at breakfast, and lunch. Some people would prefer to have it at breakfast and pre-bed. So that's up to you. The doses on that, so it recommends that you take 2 capsules of each of these 3 in the system, but just check with me, because we can look at that from a weight perspective on what the dosing needs to be for you or your children. If you're looking at putting kids on that, we can reducing the dose per kilo. And then having the Yarrow Pom, Copaiba and Serenity pre-bed is an amazing way to knock off to sleep. So you'll see here that this is purely just capsules and supplements. We haven't added any of the essential oils into that. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tip on that in a couple of slides to come. So this is what I was mentioning before. You can get a bundle price and it will reduce everything down. So this is US prices. And obviously you would also get the free oil of the month, anything that is over 125 PV. So the loyalty rewards program is so incredibly generous. We talked a little bit about that last week. And those of you that did your homework from last week, you would have gone and watched the video of being an LRP genius. So if you haven't done that, you can jump back and do that. That'll explain a little bit more about the rewards program. You also get free product credits when you're using the rewards program to order. So this is the Australian prices that we've added in here. So these are the products that are available in Australia. So the DDR Prime, Copaiba, and of course the Lifelong Vitality range. So that is, and I mentioned before the prices of those individually right there. And look at the pack. So how much more affordable is it? So an extra $4 and you're getting all 3 supplements, which is of course the way that they recommend it. Now, a super fun point to mention here is it's a 100% money back guarantee. So 30 days, if you don't get the results that you are after, you can send them back, bottles completely empty, and get 100% of your money back. So how awesome is that? So people say to me, well, what are my desired results? Well, what did you go on it for? Are you trying to reduce bloating, increase energy, better hair, skin, nails, seeing sleep more, energy? So it's really specific to the person. So when you've done your 90-day wellness plan with me or whoever got you started, and you've gone through what it is that you're desiring to achieve in that 90-day process, you would have nailed down exactly what it is that you're looking for. So if you're not achieving your specifics using this Lifelong Vitality pack, then you can absolutely send it back and get your money back. And we encourage that you do that. I can't tell you how many positive results that I have seen on this range. A lot of people with Ross River that we've gotten and changed some things with them. Like I mentioned before, mental health stuff. The thing that I hear over and over is, oh man, it's such a game changer. It does also make a difference to libido, your sexual drive. So I've had people come to me and say, oh man, my husband so needs this because he's working so hard and he needs the extra energy. And I always recommend that you take it yourself before you get your husband onto it, just because males tend to have a higher, it's not always the case, but whoever has the higher sex drive in the partnership, then I would recommend that you get the other person onto this program first rather than unequally yoking yourselves that way. So that's just a fun tip there. So have a look at what some other people say about the Lifelong Vitality range.
So one of my very favorite products that doTERRA sells is the Lifelong Vitality supplement line. The LLV baby. Yeah.
Never forget this day. She very confidently slid a box of Lifelong Vitality across the table and said, here you go. This will change your life. And I laughed at her. I said, it's a vitamin. It's not going to change my life. What are you talking about?
These have fully transformed and changed my life.
doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality was such a game changer for us.
And I thought, I'm doing the oils, why not try the LLV package? So I did.
I started using this
I can't hear it. Jess, I can't hear anything. You're on mute. You're on mute, love.
Unmute. Sorry, you unmuted yourself and then it didn't quite come. Okay, that's okay. Did you hear any of that video?
Yeah, just the beginning and then it stopped. It was very...
Oh,
yeah.
sorry about that. It's okay. It's only 2 minutes. I can send it to you later. So this is what I was talking about before, adding in essential oils to your routine here. So using, this is Dr. Hill's 30-day health challenge, which is well known. So definitely the long life vitality plays a massive role in that, and you can also add in the probiotic and your Terrazyme into that as well. So that's predominantly the amount of information that I wanted to get through today. Sorry, so sorry about the, I'm going to stop share and flick back this way. And for those who are on the recording, we're going to say thank you for coming, and you will not be part of our discussion right now, and you can send me your questions later. So I will push